Welcome back to the RGV Sports Show. We're joined here by Sharyland Pioneer sophomore Natalie Reyes and our sports editor Henry Miller.
Woof woof. Whatever that means, right?
Whatever that means.
Thank you.
Well, welcome Natalie as our first official guest on the show. We're here to talk some volleyball, hopefully.
Thank you. Hopefully.
How's the year going so far for you?
So far,
the Diamondbacks.
So far it's going good. We're there where we want to be, and everyone's working as we're working as a team, and everything's just rolling, and everything's great. I love it.
It's good.
You guys had a big win today, right, over San Benito? Tell me a little bit about that.
Today was good. Everyone got to play. We got to work on the little hiccups before we start district, and it was a fun game. And San Benito is a good school, and we're excited to play them. First home game too, so
I feel like you guys are kind of clicking as a group right at the right time. District around the corner.
Yes, this year our chemistry is amazing, and I love it so much, and that really helps with us going on the court and just bringing everything together and make puzzles together.
I mean, I've been watching you play for 3 years now. Congratulations, too, on being our newcomer of the year last year.
Thank you.
And congratulations on your player of the week for this week.
I'm very excited. Thank you.
We're happy to watch you. I enjoy watching you play. I wanted to ask you, what made you decide to be a setter? Because a lot of volleyball players, they just want to hit. But the way you take control, what you've done as a setter, it's incredibly impressive. I get tired watching you with every time you jump. I'm like, my God, you jump more in one set than I've jumped in my entire life. So tell me about what attracted you to that position.
I know as setters, we don't get much glory, but I like being a part of someone else's success, and me being able to get a pass, a phenomenal pass, and me being able to get a setup to my hitters, and then being able to put the ball down. Being a part of that is worth more than anything, I think, in my personal opinion, and I just feel like I love being a part of that.
Now talk a little bit about the variety of sets there are for our audience out there, because they may not know the difference of things and how the speed of the game changes as you continue to mature as a setter and as you get up higher and higher in the levels you play.
As I have moved up in, like, from varsity and then from travel, just from different age levels, the quickness, depending on, you have a 31, that's a quick ball, but outside. Then you have a 2, which is a little higher. So just different tempos depending on what we're trying to do to get the other team to just blow off, and just us being able to get a kill off of that.
Now you also have the back sets.
Yes.
Tell me about that, the one where they come around the
C slide?
Yeah, talk about that.
Those are usually just to move the ball around more and being able to get one blocker instead of 2 sometimes. Just faking them out and being able to just widen the net a little bit and being able to work around it.
So for Andrew, he would come running around you, and you would set him here, and he would go up
with 1 foot,
like a layup, right?
Like a layup, like in basketball. Yeah, we have one of our girls, Jordan. She's a great basketball player, but she's very athletic, and she just goes up with one and goes just like a layup.
It seemed like a natural. I saw her do that. I was waiting for her just to dunk it and just look around, you know. So you could shoot, do one of those sets for him. What kind of set would you set for me?
I would set probably a 2.
That's
it's a slower ball, but it's still there in the middle. Hey, it's there.
You know what? If you could just get the ball to stop for me, that'd be slow enough. That'd be perfect for me.
Yes, just right there.
Just stop it right there. So grab this ball, okay, and show our audience what you do with your hands to set that.
Usually, you want to use your finger pads right here. You want to get your hands over the ball as much as you can.
So you get like a diamond shape right there, right?
A diamond shape.
But
so
all your fingers are around the ball.
Yeah, ball shape.
A lot of times people are trying to set like this when they start.
Just for like this.
I mean, I would break all my nails.
Yeah, you want to use your finger pads, and your index finger and your thumbs are shaped as a triangle or a diamond, whatever you want to call it. And usually make sure you get your feet under the ball, you follow through high, use wrist, depending on what type of set you're setting. And that's how you set.
Now, you don't do it like this? Is that what you're saying?
You don't do it like that. You can't do it like that.
When you first started, a lot of the kids would just go out like that, instead of basically, doing like that.
Oh, that was a good set.
It is a good set.
That was a good set.
I almost taught you, but I didn't.
It's okay.
So, But a lot of times, do you find that when you travel that referees have different perspectives on what a good set is?
Yes.
What happens when you go upstate or things like that?
Usually, if they see spin on the ball, more spin, depending on what type of spin it is. If it's going forward, obviously it's probably a double. So, or some refs will just look at your hands, and if they see one hand above and one on the bottom, they'll call it. But it's just different perspectives, and having to try to work around that. What's it called? Sorry, the ref.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, working around the ref.
Well, it is a judgmental call
Yeah,
too, depending on how much spin there is. So, and I guess depending on where you go, they might be calling it a lot tighter and things like that. And it's got to be awfully hard because you start learning to set it a certain way, and then you go somewhere else, and if there's just
it's wrong.
Yeah, no spin on it, they might even call it, when it's just real tight. So
Yeah.
that's awesome. So you've got a couple, another week before district starts,
Yes, we're excited.
and then you have
Memorial Tuesday.
Memorial Tuesday.
Yes, at home.
That should be a good one.
Be there.
And then be there Tuesday at what time?
Tuesday at 7. Also, our JV plays at 6:30 or 6. 6.
Has to be 6. They're not going to dispatch of anybody
Yeah.
in 30 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, nobody.
Not
Maybe
Memorial. Memorial's good too.
maybe y'all would dispatch of people in 30 minutes. But talk about the variety of hitters you have too. You've got a bunch of hitters out there. A lot of teams have 1 or 2 hitters that they set to all the time. You have, I think, 4 or 5.
Yes. This year with the variety of seniors, juniors, and sophomores, it's a lot of fun. We're able to work with different sets and being able to work with everyone and just bring our whole front row together, and everyone's able to put the ball down or look for something open and get the ball there.
It's got to make it a lot easier
exciting.
for a set or two, or a lot more fun because you got a lot of choices.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do a lot of back row sets to your team?
Yes. Sometimes if we can't get the ball up in the front, then we got to set it in the back, and our back row hitters are able to put that ball where it needs to be, and I can trust them. Yes.
It's a big part of it too,
Yes.
knowing that they're going to be there, because especially on a quick set, if they're not there for it, I mean, they can go leaping into the net, and this ball will just fly up in the air and come right back down right on top of you. So why do you jump on every? Is that just to make me tired, or is there a reason?
Well, just depending. Also being a little higher because I'm a little vertically challenged, but being able to get that or get up higher on the net, and that's just trying to work with the ball more. Sometimes I got to stick to staying on the ground just if I'm having an off day, but when I jump, I try to get it a little quicker.
Andrew, I consider myself having a good day when I stick to the ground. She's having an off day.
Gravity at work.
Yeah, exactly. I'm follicle challenged, so I understand what vertically challenged would mean. So Andrew, you have any questions there?
Natalie, what characteristics do you think make a good setter?
A setter is kind of like a little quarterback, but for volleyball. You want to make sure they have like a little attitude, like they gotta own it, that they're the setter, you're the setter, be the setter. Also like being not selfish, because like I said, setters don't get much glory, but just being able to dish out the ball wherever it needs to be. So not selfish, a little attitude, just a lot of like quick mentality too. But that's pretty much, I think, in the characteristics of a center.
I can tell you that when I saw her first time, and I've told her this story before, she was in middle school, and she was playing against Morris, and Morris refused to set the ball to her, no matter or serve it to her, no matter where she was on the court. And as a setter, you're supposed to get the second ball. Mm-hmm. Well, she wanted to get the first ball. She was like, "Get out of my way!" If there was a player in the way, she'd be like, "Get out of the way!" And she wanted the ball. And how many times you hear that the person who wants to go after the ball is the one who's like the star of the team. They know they get the ball in their hand at the biggest time of the game, and they put up either a good set or a good throw. Either way, it was fun to watch that. You don't see it at the age you were at. You were what, like 7? No. So
13, 12.
7, 13, it's all the same. 13. I have a teenage daughter. It flies like that. So it's always been impressive to watch you. I wish you the best of luck wherever you go, whatever you do the rest of this season. I'm sure we'll be talking to you more. Maybe we'll have you interview someone one of these weeks.
Great, yes.
Thanks for your time again, Natalie.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.